I think I first read it not long after it came out, late 60s, early 70s. And it grabbed me like a book grabs you. I mean, sometimes you just open it up and you can't put it down, and that's the way this was with me. I was a science fiction junkie for a long time, and I had loved Asimov, and this was a whole new bag, and I loved about it that it was so much talking about human politics now and the human search for something better. I remember when that first came out, when I first heard that it was being made, I really wanted to be part of it, and I think, you know, I'm going to put in a call saying, you know, if there's something from me, I would enjoy it. And I didn't get called back. I was really upset about that for a short time, because I don't think it's worth being too upset about things for very long. And then when I saw the movie, I was relieved, actually, because I didn't think it was particularly true to the book. I mean, I'm not trying to denigrate somebody else's work. It just wasn't to my taste. In this situation, from what I see and feel and experience in the making of it, it feels more, you know, I suppose, responsible. Although I think the film was responsible, those artists were responsible to their vision. This seems to me a more accurate depiction of those archetypes and how they live together in a human way, rather than being startling, you know, just startling images of innovative special effects. The special effects, although they are excellent, I think here, especially for television by far, are more directed around these themes about the search in a feudal paradigm for a transcendent figure. When I'm looking at something, I'm really much more interested in it as a whole. So the first question is, you know, would I accept any job in this project, not a particular job? Once you've made the decision that you would accept any job because you know it's the material that you like, then you make your next decision. You know, how can I serve, you know, in this particular role? As far as Duke Leto is concerned, he comes from a princely tradition, the monarchical, sort of probably the post-feudal traditions that we are aware of historically. He's the head of a house in a time, Herbert's projected time, where great feudal houses intermingle with corporate structures. A strange and wonderful reflection of our current age, where the nation states are competing with the new global economy and its corporate elements. So it was not only excellent at the time, it's downright prophetic, and Leto is caught knowing as a player of chess that things don't look good, but he has availed himself all his life of a skill that comes from his courage. His courage is based on a kind of well, it's his notion of honor. It's a chivalric code. It may be outmoded, but it's his. And what that gives him is the capacity to feel things, and that feeling is what gives him, I think, his great instincts. I'm really enjoying it. I think we're very, very lucky to have this director. John Harrison is a decent guy and gives actors, he's chosen some wonderful actors who are from more the school that I adhere to, and gives them room, which I'm amazed by. I'm amazed by the generosity of the producers and the director to let us find the scenes this way. Every scene is an inspiration. I mean, Victoria's presence in light and frame is, there's no way you can measure his input. There's a sense, we were talking about this before, you're actually experiencing light changes during the take. And how he has organized that and shaped that so that he can match when you're coming around for coverage after shooting a moving master with those changes, and still be true to a lighting scheme which not only is diverse and changing throughout individual scenes, but juxtaposed with, in a wonderfully understood way, to other scenes where you don't experience that, so that he's not just throwing this wild coloration willy-nilly around the room. It's not like you know, a guy with wonderful paint cans flinging paint on the walls. It's not like that at all. It's extraordinary to feel and sense spontaneously when you're doing the scene his understanding of the scene, and you feel that. You feel painted on, and you react, and it helps you to feel, because you feel engaged, you feel communicated with, and it's such a relief. It's so invigorating. It brings you into the scene. It's also the contrast he uses, the color schemes he's using, which are all explained. If you care to read it, it's all very carefully worked out in this wonderful, amazing, eloquent 3-page essay that he wrote before the production about the use of light and color and what the themes are of that in this piece. And so you can understand it if you choose. But as you're going through it on a sensorial level, on a visceral level, it is extraordinary. It's like being bathed in light, and the light teaches you as you go much of what his sensitivity about the scene and the piece is. And it's like having a friend. It's a character in the scene with you. It's just amazing. It's amazing.